Just shut up. It's been a while since I last did one of these. Yeah, about a week ago. Yeah, that wasn't so bad. But we're back. You know how it is. We are back. And because we're back, it's time. You know, and I'm not even sure how much we have. But just to piss myself off. Yeah, I will be running 102 AI, even though literally the last time I did play this game was
Fuck you.
on... Nah, mate. Last time I played this game was at that stream. So logically, what I'm gonna do here is I'm still gonna run 102 AI. I'm just gonna have to get used to the game again because recently I've been playing on my new Thrustmaster wheel. Big up Thrustmaster, sponsor me. That will never happen. Yeah. So I actually haven't played on a controller in a while, and normally I've been playing Gran Turismo Sport, so jumping on F1 is gonna feel really, really goddamn weird. So it's gonna be fun.
Me.
We're just about ready to kick off today's qualifying here in Melbourne. It's the Australian Grand Prix. Now then, Anthony Davidson, you're not getting any younger, but you have been involved in your fair share of qualifying sessions in an illustrious 30-year career. How do you deal with the pressure when you have that one chance to deliver a perfect lap?
It's not so much about dealing with the pressure, it's more about how you approach the risk and just how...
Okay, you should be able to get into the next qualifying session easily.
Yeah, I couldn't be asked to get it back down. I was too lazy to turn it up to 102. So yeah, I'm just gonna run our favourite.
I feel sorry for Lando.
Yeah, Lando's now yeah. Whether you're talking about the real life Grand Prix or not, I'm not sure. But you know, because the name of the title, yeah, there's actually been a few driver transfers, which we'll go over after this session, or even midway through, or at the end of the session. So, some point through the session, we will go through the transfers.
Real life.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I feel bad for Norris. Might actually feel worse for Anton Hubert, the guy who died in F2, in the F2 race at Belgium. 510 sound on pole, that's fine. So yeah, that's the worst that's gotta be is like P4 in quali. So that's why. Oh shoot. Yeah, yeah, you've seen it. yeah, big scenes. The Leclerc at McLaren. At McLaren. Yeah, I should just stop taking the piss. Yeah, you know, a little shake up of the grid. Norris is back on the grid. He's at Renault. You know, Hulkenberg has somehow got on a move to Ferrari, but they're not as good as us, so it's not as bonkers as you think. Ricciardo got screwed over. He's at Toro Rosso. Like, his teammate qualified 1 second off the pace. Ricciardo 2.2 off the pace, so that's a scam. Sainz is still there. You know, it's just a very messed up grid. Not really. Going into season 3, it's gonna get even worse. Yeah. Oh, so that, you know. Oh, so yeah. Now I'm kind of used to this. It still feels way faster than Gran Turismo Sport, mainly because in Gran Turismo Sport they don't have as much turning, and I don't have any fast cars like the SRT Tomahawks. So, but the Sports Tomahawk X is not as fast as 6's Tomahawk X. So, you got scammed. Oh, so yeah, I'm saying we're practically guaranteed to get through on these mediums, just because of how bad the rest of the grid is, compared to the top 4 teams. Oh shoot, that was a terrible chicane. I had all the first chicane speed, but just none of the turning for the second part. Vettel's still at the top of the session, but that's probably gonna change in a sec. When this Merc finishes his lap. Oh, and that falls into the pits. Wait, what? Okay. Shoot. Ah, shoot. Even the Mercs are down here. The Mercs are down here. But they're the quote-unquote fastest cars on the grid. So how the hell are they also in the drop zone?
Best lap so far is a 1:22.7.
I'm weirded out by how both Mercs were in the drop zone. They must have hit like heavy traffic on their lap. Okay, so yeah. No one's out right now. So what I do is I'd normally just wait to the end of the session, so there's like no one here. I'm not even sure we're gonna make it to the flag. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Even this time I don't think I'm going to make it to the line, so... Yeah, exactly, so... I guess that's ourselves. Fudge. Fudge! Well, that just means that the best who will ever qualify in the next part of the session is P6. I mean, this looks like I can only get P6 max because it sims using normal track position. Shoot. I messed up. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna skip through that. Yeah.
Try to make up for it in the race.
Hey, all I'm saying, Emma, is this where I might actually be able to one stop, so... Screw you. It's time for a big race.
It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, with Sebastian Vettel starting alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Hamilton, Hülkenberg, Pierre Gasly and Perez, Butler, Leclerc, Faber and Kevin Magnussen, Verstappen, Raikkonen, Lando Norris, Oldtimer, Giovinazzi, Ricciardo, Robert Kubica and Carlos Sainz. Grosjean and George Russell ends our grid lineup, and with lights out just moments away, it's time to go down to the track.
Keep your eyes open on the run to turn 1 and keep...
Shut up, Jeff, no one loves you.
Good luck.
See, so yeah, we can still one stop, even without any tyre wear upgrades. Because, yeah, we did go in for that other tyre wear upgrade, which we were supposed to get. You know, how in the last couple of games you can miss out on upgrade and keep another one if it's reset. Not in this game, it gets deleted if it's past that and there's no physical way. Okay, fuck me. I'm sorry, no one likes a bloody formation lap. Okay, now it's got to lag it all up. Like, yeah, you always gonna get a terrible start compared to the AI. Whether your first phase is good or not, it doesn't matter. You're always gonna get screwed over. But yeah, we're just gonna try and keep it clean, keep it relatively okay. Yeah, I've learned how to do clean racing while I was away at GT. Yeah, Gran Turismo has taught me how to be clean. Oh, look, it's my old teammate from the first half of Season 1. Respect him, though. He's got a seat for Season 2. I'm not even sure who's missing seats, to be honest. Because, technically, there's 3 people who will always be missing seats, but no one cares about them. Because Kvyat, I think, is one of them. Yeah, I'm not very good with my with my brain. Stroll was one of them. I'm not sure who else. No, there's gotta be 4 drivers missing. Because of me. So, no, 3 because of me. Okay, now I'm just being dumb. Even Verstappen's had a bit.
That start was okay. Now stay alert for threats around you.
I know it's not like me to be having a bad race in the best car in the grid, other than that. Like, we had the best engine on the grid, but we're still slower than bloody Renault in a straight line when I'm running 4 or 5 wings. The hell? Unless they're running all their ERS, then that doesn't make sense. But you know, we just gotta send it to his inside. Sorry, Norris. And yeah, we get up into P13.
Nice work. That brings you up a place.
Bit of a dive bomb, but you know, you do what you gotta do in these sorts of race scenarios. Next up's Kimi Raikkonen, but that's if I can keep Norris behind. I always get a bad exit out of that corner, so that's the reason why I'm having to turn up my ERS. This small straight-ish, if you want to call it a straight.
Let's turn up the ERS deployment and burn some of this energy.
Okay, I did for a small second there, Jeff. You happy? The most interesting race this season, I think, is going to be all the ones which I DNF'd out of. Because I didn't actually get a full race out of them.
Entering lap 3 now. DRS has been enabled.
So most of the first 6 races where all we did is basically just mess around. Well, Vettel and or Hulkenberg is holding up this entire train, and the other one is on the back of both of the Mercs, probably being aided by DRS and Slipstream. But if anything, this is just being really annoying to everyone here. Because now we're all bunched up and there's not much we can do. We make a move, they're still right on our tail because we're stuck behind the car in front. I think one of the SB score racing points is trying to get past him, but it isn't exactly working. Now everyone's gonna DRS. And that's another negative. You can't use DRS because even the car in front of you will have DRS. Yeah, but we're way closer to Kimi than we were a few laps ago. Now, this race is just going to be really slow for me because I'm just stuck in a big train of everyone. While
Gap to teammate ahead is 2.2 seconds.
yeah, teammate ahead. So Leclerc's at the like 4th or 5th in the train, I want to say. So if that's the gap to 4th or 5th in the train, we need to get a move on. As Raikkonen actually leaves us space there. Oh, I was gonna go for a switchback line, but Raikkonen was smart enough to not leave a big enough gap there and to just go back onto the racing line. That's what happens in this year, you know. They normally try and follow the racing line again and actually squeeze them to the right hand side of the track on main straight, as we locked up, so I thought he was going to go wide, but in reality I just slowed both of us down way too much to the point that Giovinazzi's attacking Norris and Norris is attacking me. Never mind, overtake mode saved me. Okay, so yeah, I feel like we got Kimi now. So yeah, just as I said back in season 1, that is probably the best ways to make overtakes on the AI if they don't have DRS as well. And it pays dividend, because I just proved it. So I'm not sure I'll even have DRS, so that means I got a run overtake on this straight, because Raikkonen definitely will. Yep, so even though I feel like the hards will have better life, and I feel like boxing those 2 laps earlier would help, it's quote unquote faster by 2 2 point something seconds. And 2 point something seconds can be the difference between a win and third in some races. Normally it's a win in second, but in crazy races like this one where we're all getting held up by one car. Who am I racing?
The drivers we're fighting here are Verstappen and Leclerc.
As we actually just send one up the inside of K-Mag just to get tagged, to then just lose out to Kimmy. Yeah, I need to learn to be more patient. Yeah, I don't care, Kimmy, if you're the best car on the grid or the worst. But I almost made a move on the car in front, and then I lost all the gap. Now we gotta run overtake again. This is really just a loss of the race, since everyone in this, I'm actually feeling like boxing onto hards, because we'll box in 2 laps earlier than everyone else around us, I feel. Okay, if the majority of people in this train come in lap 9, I'll stay out. If most of them don't, then I'll go in. Because I'm trying to undercut everyone around us, just also with fresh tyres and not to be held up. But, you know how that's working right now. So yeah, let's just don't dive bomb Magnussen badly. Let's actually do a good dive bomb.
Okay, good work. Great pass.
But that's the my driver dive. Yeah, I'm really enjoying this now. We just got past the crash in ATA 2000. The crash at 1000 is Maldonado. The crash in ATA 500 is first corner. Oh wait, no, I mean Roman Grosjean. I like how we take the piss in such dire moments. But Leclerc's just in front of us now. But yeah, I think I'm coming in before everyone else in this train, so that is definitely a help. So,
You're lapping
I
around
can't.
a second faster than the car ahead. Keep this up.
Oh shoot. As we actually do touch favour there, I can just tell because of the lack of output of power. And geez, we just sent it, and that was so almost a double overtake. That was so almost a double overtake for absolutely no reason, so. And up 10. I wish. Because this is going really slowly. To the point that dive bombing Verstappen does the same thing as it did with bloody Magnussen, except Magnussen I was able to retrieve it. So yeah, I'm just gonna flashback that. Okay, and no more flashbacks for the rest of the race. If I flashback after this race, any other point in this race, I don't know what I'll do. You're trying to make something interesting, but you're still not good at it. That is my entire life summed up. But from here on out, it's gonna be really hard to make overtakes, because these cars are at least semi-decent. Yeah, we have the second best car on the grid, but the top 5 cars are separated by almost nothing. So, just Hulkenberg, I think, as we did that just to avoid a crash. We somehow saved the rear end, so that's nice. But yeah, we have DRS, no slipstream, and somehow the Honda is faster than us. No, Honda's too fast. Like, we had it in overtake as well, and the Honda was too fast. That's how you can tell this is definitely career mode. But yeah, just to make sure, Hulkenberg, yeah, Hulkenberg has always had a really slow AI for some reason. I've never exactly gotten why Hulkenberg has such a slow AI. Because in a career mode by teamate, Haas is the best car, well, one of the best cars, and Vettel and Hulkenberg are teammates there as well. But Vettel always outclasses Hulkenberg, and Hulkenberg is always the rear gunner. So yeah, no matter the career mode, Hulkenberg has always had a bad AI. Yeah, that was kind of a dirty move there, having to squeeze him off the track, but that's the only place that I see the AI vulnerable. Like, they just get too good of a drive out of there, and I get a terrible drive out of there, so the only way to kind of balance that is to make a move up the inside of someone there, to make it, to make me have a viable reason to why I lost out. Butler's driving slightly offline, so that's making me think he may have a small bit of front wing damage, or maybe the car's just understeering, because he's definitely saying a small bit offline.
We're approaching the pit window. You'll be on the hards.
Nope, I'll be in this lap. Box the slap.
Right, coming at the end of this lap.
Yeah. Shoot, we just hit Leclerc. Any front wing damage? No, and he doesn't have a puncture. Collision already between the teammates. Oh, clickbait thumbnail. Clickbait title. Oh, here they come. No, Verstappen. Get your terrible Honda engine. Even Toro Rosso have a better Honda engine than you. You're probably running like the 1990 Hondas. I just brought back nostalgia, back to the good old days. Okay, no, because I'm sitting in my racing seat, which I'd normally use for my wheel. My legs are automatically going to the pedals on the ground. Yeah, and since none of us are coming in this lap, I decided, screw that. Yeah, just to set up to 5 wing. We'll be in massive amounts of clear air, to the point that it would just be weird if we didn't make the undercut work. So yeah, we'll be in clean air. Yeah, we might have the 2 Williams to deal with. Maybe Magnussen.
Look after these tires now.
But did Magnussen make a pit stop? Yeah, he did. So that means Magnussen is still kind of technically racing us. I'm sorry, what did Magnussen just do? Okay, I'm just gonna turn off pit assist, and hopefully that means that Magnussen won't go crazy. Because, Jesus Christ, he went mental there. He probably took off our entire front wing.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on
Okay,
the
yeah,
exit.
at least we can
Receive a
control
penalty
our
for dangerous
turning here.
driving if you cross over into the track.
So yeah. Yeah, warning, yeah, because it wasn't. Yeah, I just had to do that. Because if I had it on, again, same thing would have happened. We would have broken our front wing. That is like my only excuse for that, because that was out of my own control. Because the game only gave me control after he'd hit my front wing. So yeah, that's the only reason I'm allowed to take that flashback, because that happened out of my control. If the AI put it in the wall when I was going into the pit lane, I'd allow a flashback. So yeah, this basically can take us to the end of the race. So the only time that we won't be running on these is maybe at the end, if I decide to go on softs. Yeah, we're definitely faster than everyone in the train, but not by much, I don't think. As here we go, some cars are in. We should jump all of them. Shut up, Siri. Yeah, we jumped Raikkonen by a big margin there. So yeah, to the point that now we're having to run low.
The car behind you has just fitted the hard tyres. Car behind, running hards.
Yeah. So yeah, that just proves that yeah, we have made up time. Getting even a top 6 would be a result from this race. As one of the Mercs is already coming out of the pit lane, I'm pretty sure I saw. I'm not 100% sure what I saw, but hey, take what I see. But yeah, I'm not sure if Magnussen pit because he damaged his front wing or what, but you don't see people going soft, so yeah. Mathematically, I'm in front of Magnussen because he still has to make at least one more pit stop because he went soft to soft. So yeah, just for context, we've jumped everyone in the train. Actually, where's my teammate? Behind or in front? Yep, Charles is still yet to pit. So yeah, these guys, I think I'm gonna jump. So yeah, everyone else who's boxing around now is gonna be on the mediums, but I feel like I've made the right decision going for softs to hards, because my hards will last longer than the mediums, so I won't drop off the end, drop off the cliff with like 2 laps going. 2 laps to go. 2 laps going? Jeez, I'm on crack. I'm on crack cocaine. Yeah, once I'm pretty sure from now on I'm just gonna focus on.
Moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
Not yet, Bucko. So yeah, at this point, I wouldn't actually do. What am I trying to say here? Right, so Leclerc's in finally. So yeah,
Charles is in for his stop.
now I can really see if we jumped him, which if we jumped cars in front of him, then we pretty much have jumped him mathematically. I'm pretty sure we jumped Hulkenberg as well because he's this car. So yeah, this strategy is paying off for us, and I don't think Russell's pitted. No, okay, he hasn't. I don't know why I said it like that, but yeah, I didn't think Russell had pitted. So, as Magnussen's in front of Russell, so basically we're in a net P4 at this point in the race. So that's actually really interesting. Net P4.
Gap to car in front is 2.3 seconds.
Net P4, but still racing really well. Like, we started this race where? P14? Driver of the day? Oh, my Max Verstappen winning driver of the day for nothing. What am I doing with my life? Max Verstappen wins driver of the day again. Okay, as finally Russell comes in. Off of his mediums, I'm pretty sure he'll go into hards instead of stretching it out and going to softs. I don't know what he's doing with his strats. But Verstappen is now the car behind us. I feel like at the end of the race, this is pretty much how it's got to finish, except take Magnussen out of the equation. So yeah, people finish after such a terrible quality, since Vettel and the two Mercs are way too far off the road. It's almost as if they have the 2014 dominance. And Vettel was just about hanging on in his Red Bull. And then Ricciardo's retired. Because like the Red Bull was the only car kind of able to challenge the Mercs. But even then it wasn't even that close. So, yeah. Like we just need man. I could tell one of the Mercs was out front, but that's not my race. Yeah, Magnussen's boxing in soon, hopefully. Okay, yeah, if I look mathematically, what lap did he pit, so I can kind of work out. He pitted in lap 8. So, maybe lap 15, 16? So yeah, another 2 to 3 laps.
Okay, you're catching the car ahead, but remember, we need to get to the end of the race on these tyres.
So yeah, maybe I will keep on running 100 AI. Scrap what I said at the end of last season. Until 100 gets too easy, I'll keep on running 100. So, never mind. Might go to 102 later on in the season. Like Belgium was really easy because the AI were super slow into poo on. So yeah. Like the real life Grand Prix was interesting. Antoine Hubert, he was a really sad loss because he was born in '96. He still had years to get into Formula One. I'm saying he would have got into Formula One by at least 2022. Like he was a talent, honestly.
Is 2.7 seconds. Gap to teammate behind is 6.1 seconds.
Hulkenberg's racing of the racing points. Don't think it's one of our F2 rivals. So yeah, Verstappen's faster than us by a big amount at this point in the race. So yeah. Verstappen's just closing a gap. Oh shoot. All this McLaren has, I'm saying, is straight line speed. Yeah, it's okay. Yeah, okay, so it has the best engine, third best aero, but chassis, it's like terrible. So, like, Monaco we're gonna do terribly. Baku we're gonna do amazingly. Canada will do okay. Basically, straight line speed dependent tracks will be OP, but everywhere else will just be semi-decent. Yeah, we just gotta let Verstappen get through, because really there's no point in fighting what you can't race. If I came in earlier and went on mediums, I would have died at the end. I would have had to convert over to a 2-stop like Magnussen's running. So yeah, Verstappen is just way out of our league in this race. And now Verstappen just go run away and hopefully catch up to Magnussen and start chasing down the race leaders. And so yeah, we're still inside Verstappen's DRS. So yeah, that should carry us ahead a bit on the straight, even though this is a quote unquote our strongest point. The straights. That's why places like Baku will just be heaven for our car. Because first and third sector, yeah, middle sector will be lacking. But I'm feeling like just maxing out the engine side of the car, and then moving on to aero. Wait, Magnussen went onto another set of softs, I'm pretty sure. Either that or it hadn't changed what tyre he was on. Because if he's on another set of softs, then what is up with Haas's race strategy? Right. Okay, since the cars behind are so slow, we can take this point in the race to just kind of back off. Since Hulkenberg is just...
Hamilton has the lead.
Like, Vettel is keeping up with the Mercs pretty much. Then you just got
Gap
Hulkenberg.
to the car in front is 1.8 seconds.
Like, you have Vettel and then you just have Hulkenberg. Like, you think, like, you got Sky High. So going up, you got Hulkenberg. Then you got 50 light years below ground. And then you got ground. Obviously, you know, you pass 50 light years. But, you know. Oh, finally Leclerc's through. So a 5-6 finish should be a nice finish to the race. For us McLaren boys. A 5-6 finish would be a nice start to the season, considering where we qualified 8th and 14th. Yeah, 5-6 is a good comeback for us. A good comeback, so... Since the cars behind are still fighting kind of badly, we're able to save fuel and DRS. But how was that not a corner cutting warning? Yeah, I couldn't care less. Yeah, you know. Big oof. Well, the gap behind's coming down, but hey, I'm saving fuel, so... Which I can end up using later to keep in front of those guys, so... So yeah, I couldn't care less if they're coming at me or what, because like, just maxing out engine would just make us OP in races, but not so good in quali. Because in races it's pretty much just about engine power and how, because that's like the only way you're gonna make moves, with good engine power. Quali, yeah, helps, but not as much. Like, it's been a nice, interesting race. I'm kind of regretting boxing in for these hards. Like on mediums, I'd still be in front of Verstappen, because I would have built up a bigger gap. But then, again, if I had, I would have just stayed in that train for 10 years. And I would have had to do what Verstappen did, which is overtake. So, there are always pros and cons to my strats. Just being in P5 in the new season is pretty good, because this is where I would be finishing in most races, in front of both Red Bulls, but times have changed. One of the Ferraris is even worse than last season. just because Leclerc is an AI which will drag their car up, just like your FT rivals. They'll absolutely wreck their car. By that I mean be way above its standards. It's just like plonking Hamilton and Vettel in a Williams. They will drag that car up as far as they can out the grid, no matter how bad it is. But Hulkenberg, sadly, in this game is just it's a driver that makes their car look so much worse than it actually is. Russell's out, not that that matters, but yeah, let's just go and have a look at what happened to Georgie, because we were stuck behind George Russell most of last season. Is this Russell? Pretty sure it might be. No. Okay, so it probably isn't. Sorry for not knowing my Williams. Sorry for not knowing my okay, so he's racing. So he just overtook Magnussen, I want to say. Yeah, and then he just... Oh no. Hulkenberg scammed him. He made him lose his engine power. That's what you get for overtaking me. That's what happens when you overtake the Haas. They make you lose all engine powers. I almost floored it out of that flashback. Yeah, once we get 100% ERS, that's when I'll just... Okay. Alright, no, starting from next lap. Yeah, starting from the beginning of the next lap, I'll just start flooring it again, the pace-wise. Because Leclerc's getting a bit too close for comfort now, and Verstappen is getting away a bit too much for comfort. So yeah. Yeah, when we leave the final corner, that's when we'll turn the ERS up to medium, turn fuel up to rich, and just attack to the end of the race. Okay, let's go. Starting from now, the comeback's on.
Increase ERS deployment. It's time to use some of this charge. Green flag.
Like, what people don't know about live comming is it's way harder than you think when you're racing. Like, I've been used to it because I'm used to talking to myself, so for me it's not that big of a difference compared to what I'd normally do in life, because I talk to myself like a special child and no one seems to care or notice. But you know, being able to talk to myself and have people that don't think I'm crazy is a bit of a revolutionary idea for me, since I am so alone in my life that being able to talk to myself is about as close as I'll get to having any real friends. As close as I'll ever get to... Like, I know I do have some people in my life, but I always had that feeling that they're not really your friend, even no matter how they treat you. Yeah, I'm getting emotional while playing F1, and that's why I like F1, because I feel as if the fast driving is kind of a metaphor for getting away from the past in my life and setting anew. Yeah, I know it sounds stupid metaphorically, yeah, but it's just how I feel in my life. I feel like no point in even being here. But never mind, because we almost have a battle on our hands. Me and Leclerc, the new teammates, we already had a bit of an incident earlier where I broke a bit too late and may have hit a bit of my front wing on his right rear. Not that either of our car broke, but Leclerc just likes to have great straight line speed. Like, I know that our car is OP for straight line speed, but what is that? It's like his DRS bloody everywhere. As he hits us again. So yeah, I'm just gonna send one back up the inside to teach him, hey, this is my team. You don't come out of nowhere and try and show me up. Okay, you don't come out of nowhere and try to beat me. Cause hey mate, nah mate. Yeah, we're gonna start using some of our ERSs. Bottas is
Caution, caution.
Bottas is out. So now our 5-6 finish is becoming a. What, is he out? Yeah, he's out because he's saying 18 runners. So Bottas is now out. So that will give Verstappen a podium. Maybe if I let Leclerc through, he can attack Verstappen. But it's too early on to think about championship points at this point. Okay, so mathematically,
Front is 4.7 seconds.
like, I would have boxed in if like the went on mediums earlier, and if I just had a big enough gap, but I don't. I mean, somehow Leclerc's starting to back off. Maybe he chipped off a bit of his front wing when I sent one up his inside, or maybe he was just using all of his ERS in one hope that he'd get me. But I think it's that he knocked a bit of his front wing, just to be sure. Now we both have damaged end plates. Not massively damaged, but small, it's like smallly damaged. So this is his. Yeah, his right hand side. Like this with me. His left hand side's not as bad, but okay. So my left compared to his left is worse, but his right compared to my right is worse. So both of our front wings have taken quite a knock, but not big enough to give us that much of a performance loss. That's basically how it is at this point. Okay, so yeah. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go for fastest lap attempt. Even though I'm not gonna hit it, I might as well just go for one. The reason why I'm not gonna hit it is because hard compound, well, pretty much everyone else is on mediums, so yeah, there might be Raikkonen as well, but that's pretty much it.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
Yeah. Alright. 4/5 of a lap up. With 5 or so laps left.
Okay, gap ahead is 3.9 seconds.
So we're somehow managing to close in Verstappen on this lap. Just somehow. I'm not so sure. If Jeff would like to tell me how. Maybe it's because I'm finally starting to use high ERS modes. And maybe his mediums are starting to go. But either way, we're making inroads on Max. And that's what we've been needing to do the whole race. Since he's overtaken
Battery is
us.
low on energy. Reduce ERS deployment. We're leading our teammate by 2.6 seconds.
2.654, actually. Get on my level. But you know, 4-5 finish for us at McLaren. That's a good comeback, I'd say. From our quality of 14th and 8th. I've gained 10 places, he's gained 3. So, you know, it's been a good race for us here at McLaren, I'd say. But maybe I'll be able to get one more. One over Max Verstappen. He overtook us earlier when our tyres were at like 20%. Now we've kind of phased into the low tyre wear, to low grip, high tyre wear. But maybe he hasn't. I'm saying maybe he's struggling here. I'm gonna put out a hot lap because we just lost too much time on the exit of that chicane. And just to make up for it, we'll run none in this part. But yeah, Verstappen is definitely closer than he's been recently in the race. So, yeah, we've definitely picked up the pace somewhere and somehow. Even though I was pretty sure I was pulling everything out the bag.
We pretty much burned off our excess fuel. We'll be back on target soon. Don't wait too long to turn the engine down.
Yeah, so I got behind to Leclerc is definitely increasing. our gap in front of Verstappen is decreasing. So that's basically just saying we're better pacing those around us at this point in the race. Because their mediums are starting to go off while our hards, yeah, they're going off. They're decently at 40–50%, but not as badly as the mediums, which at this point should be around 60. I'm pretty sure. 16 laps on mediums. Around
We
here.
have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
60% sounds reasonable. Right, so yeah, he's under 3 seconds. Closest we've been to him in a while. But, you know. We've got all the pace in the world compared to Verstappen and Leclerc at this point. I don't think we're close enough to mount a challenge on the last lap to Verstappen. But, hey, might as well just try. Because those who give up, those who don't go for a gap, are not a Maldonado. Yeah.
Hamilton's out in front.
So Hamilton's leading. And the guy who I'm pretty sure won last year's championship. Either that or Bottas, but I couldn't care less. Because this season it's gonna be us. Because this season we're starting off with the 4th place finish rather than getting 4th near the end of the season. Because last season 4th was one of our best placements other than 1st, 2nd, 3rd.
Our gap to the car in front is 2.7 seconds.
Yeah, no, we're not catching Verstappen. Yeah. Unless he massively drops off the pace on the last lap. We're not catching him. So yeah. Never was a point to set myself up for that last lap, last couple of lap box onto Sol. Because we weren't going on to mediums, because we came in that 1 lap early, but... No, this is just going to be a nice cruise to the finish, I'm saying.
This is your final lap of the race.
It'll be a nice cruise to the end, I'm saying. Oh, this is just us proving we have pace. And I'm saying if we still kept our 2 tyre wear upgrades, I'd say we'd be probably in front of Verstappen at this point. Because I would have had the audacity to go on mediums. On lap 9. And go to the end. But you know. You win some, you lose some, and this is a you lose some scenario. If I just save that 1 tyre upgrade,
Less than a lap of fuel now. The tank is empty.
as Hamilton sets at 24, he's almost 9/10 faster than what we've done the whole race. We almost bin it there, last lap of the race. We almost bin it in the wall, and that would have been a terrible end to such a good race. But sadly, luckily we saved that, and so we're gonna come over the line kind of shaken from that incident, but we're gonna come home in a respectable P4 from starting P14. So respect to the team and respect to myself.
Well, that's a disappointing result for sure, but we'll try to bounce back at the next one.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
I think a large part of the result comes down to temperament. They were able to keep their heads when everyone around them was losing theirs, and that's allowed them to get the best out of the car, to maximise the strategy, and to stay out of trouble.
Mercedes are on top form once again after an excellent race weekend. It's great to see them up on that podium once again. So then, it's time to see how this result affects the Drivers' Championship. Lewis Hamilton takes the lead of the Drivers' Championship. Now, let's discuss, Ant. Who would you say is a contender for Driver of the Day?
I have to give it to Old Timer. That was a commanding performance today. Very impressive indeed.
Let's move on to the Constructors. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. I'm equal parts exhausted and elated with this weekend of Formula One. Be sure to join us for the next one.
Good day today. Let's have your take on it. You gained a lot of positions during the race, didn't you? That was a close finish. How are things between the two of you? Great. Well, that's everything.
Well, let's hope for a better race next time out, eh?
Looks like one of your rivals is also going to an upcoming historical event. If you choose to take him on, it might help get your name out there.